In this lesson, we're going to learn about good naming conventions. So we've got a whole bunch of different objects on here. We've got some buttons, we've got some radio buttons, we got some labels. Now certain things that will never be addressed in the software, like label, if we're never going to change that, it's not that important to have a good name for it. So we click on it and we notice it's named Label 1. Now this name is not to be confused with what's in the text there. The text and the name. The name is how it's addressed in software, can be completely different. So let's look at something where we would definitely want to address it in the software. A button. It's a button that has to do something, so we have to identify it in the software. Right now, the text and the name are both button 1. Now, I want to change the text to, let's call it greet user, because that's what it's going to do. Now, you notice that that still didn't change how the software addresses as button 1, and this isn't a good name because we can't guess by its name what it does. So I'm going to scroll down a little bit. Notice I am in the categorized view, so things that do the same sort of thing are going to be grouped together. We can see we've got accessibility, appearance. We just changed the appearance, the text here. Now under design, this is where we're going to change the label, how the computer and the software address it. Now, the convention in Visual Basic is we start with an abbreviation of what the object is. So I'm going to use BTN. Next, we're going to go to uppercase, because we're doing camel case, and then describe what it does. And I'm going to say hello, because it's going to say hello to the user. So button, hello. And that kind of describes what it is and what it does. I'm going to click off there. Again, button is now called button hello, and the text is greet user. We're going to look at a real good web page another teacher has put up that lists some common objects, some common prefixes, and an example of their use. We can see like label, and again, we'd probably only give it a good name if we were going to be addressing it in the software. We'll start with LBL. And then our example, LBL, and I presume this label is used as a title because he called it LBL title. So again, it's important to make sure we're using good names for objects that are addressed in the software. So when we're reading our code later on, we can tell what does what.